Bypass filtration carts, the mobile filtration cart. There's two reasons for using that. First of all, if a company decides not to fit the filters directly to the apparatus, you take a loader that comes in for service. It might be in the shop for 6 or 7 or 8 hours. And what the operator or the service manager or service personnel will do then, they will take our cart, drop the hoses into the tank, the suction and the return, as far apart as possible, and leave the cart running the entire time that machine is in the shop. That'll clean the oil thoroughly in the tank. When they've finished, they will cycle the machine through its operations for 2 or 3 minutes, making certain that the oil that was in the cylinders and in the hoses is put back to the reservoir, and carry on cleaning for another hour. Then they've got really clean oil to go on with. Also, too, it's helpful because what they can do is, if they have to do some hydraulic repairs, they can pump the oil out of the tank into a clean barrel, do the repairs or whatever they have to do, and then pump it back through the filter into the container again, into the reservoir again. We had a nice example, which is worth mentioning, I think, which is another use for a cart, is Liebherr, and Liebherr in Toronto. And they have, when they rebuild an engine, they have a dynamometer test rig. And before, they used to put the oil in the engine, run it up, do all the parameter tests on it, and then throw the oil away. Now what they do, they put the oil in, run it up through the test rig. At the end, they suck it out of the pan with our cart, put it into a holding container. And then they can use that oil now 10 or 12 times. It saves a lot of oil there. But they found another use for it too. Obviously, the worst thing in an engine is what we call a dry start. In other words, when an engine is rebuilt, there's no oil in it other than the oil you've used in the assembly process. So what they do now, because our cart produces a positive pressure, they have on the main oil carrier connection, they couple the cart up to it. So once they fill the pan with oil, via our cart, they then put it on that before they start the engine, pressurize the system to 30 or 40 psi, straight away. They've got oil in every part of the engine before they start it. Saves them game, saves downtime and wear.